It feels like you're always walking uphill and you're sweating the entire time and you have a miserable life. Definitely don't break the law. This is not advice on what to do. Please ask him what he thinks the easiest way to lower body fat is. Please ask him what he thinks the easiest way to lower body fat is. Easiest, not best. Easiest.
Body fat?
I don't care if it's controversial. To lower your body fat, to go from 15% to 10, say.
So
easiest
drugs, everything.
All drugs. Which ones?
Cytonel, T3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Taken 3 times a day. A thyroid medication just to boost your metabolism at rest. What difference do you think it makes? How many more calories do you? I have an opinion. How many more calories do you think you'll burn per day from adding in T3? I've used T3. You guys who don't know this, I would add it in 6 weeks from a show. I usually use 25 milligrams and I would up it to about 75 at the most. I've never used it in really high doses.
I think the literature says around 30% increase in your metabolism.
So 30% from your BMR, like basal. So 30%, say you're at 1,500 or 2,000. So that's like 450 to 600 calories a day.
But I mean, it's hard to
Do you
pinpoint.
think it could be that much? And I mean, maybe it does at really high doses, but
It's hard to pinpoint because, like, at what dose?
Yeah.
And what
Dose dependent,
and what
obviously
does
higher
and
does
what
more.
does like is it? What's the difference between like 75 and 100?
right.
And when do you
Is there a
start?
law of diminished returns?
Exactly. And when do you start losing more muscle? And because he's just said fat, right? He didn't
Right,
say
fat.
He didn't say weight is easy. Just don't eat. You know, but
Yeah.
But to burn fat, like at
Easy.
one
It's not
point-
easy not to eat. A drug,
Yeah.
it's easy. And remember, we're not telling you to do this.
No, we're not.
Definitely
Please.
don't break the law. This is not advice
Yeah.
on what to do.
Please.
Now, my personal opinion, I think that T3 boosts calories maybe 100, 115 a day max. That's it. The difference. I would say that walking 1 mile would burn as many calories as adding T3. That's my personal opinion. I don't have proof. I don't know.
At what dose?
At a normal dose, like say 50, 75 milligrams. What I was taking.
Micrograms.
Micrograms, yes.
Yeah. So you think walking? How?
I think walking for 1 mile would burn as many calories as the typical athlete who takes T3 on a cut, at whatever the average dose is. That's my thing. You're thinking it's more probably like 4 miles?
Maybe, yeah, a little bit more. I would say just
And remember,
from,
I don't know the answer. We're just
I don't know the answer either. I don't know. There's no definite answer. Just from my trial and error, I like T3 at 75. I think would burn fat as much as like you walking like 4 to 5 miles.
And so if it was 4 or 5 miles, I mean, that is massive. Like I could see it as being a huge benefit.
It's not kilometers.
Well, that would be like 6 kilometers. That's fine.
Well, that's
But
a
like,
lot.
what
Maybe
do
4
you-
kilometers.
What do you think would be better, Clen or T3? Clenbuterol. Which one would burn more fat at any dose? Whatever. Comparable.
Okay, so
better. You pick one or the other. Which is better?
the difference is Clen retains nitrogen. It has nitrogen retaining properties.
Better for storing your muscle.
Better-
But the guy is like easiest to burn fat.
I'd say T3.
So you would choose T3 over Clen if
I
your
would
goal
choose-
was to get shredded quickly.
Yeah,
I
of
would
course
do the
combining.
opposite. I would do
Really?
the opposite because Clen for me had a very dramatic decrease in appetite. The appetite suppression is why I used it more so than how much calories it burned. It does burn more calories because it stimulates the body, your temperature rises,
Yes.
your core temperature, you're actually burning more calories. But do you know what also does that and is legal? Caffeine. Coffee.
I was gonna say something.
Fat burners,
I was
it's
gonna
better.
say something else.
DNP?
No, but it's illegal.
DNP would be illegal.
Yeah. What about cocaine?
That would really boost up your metabolism
Yeah.
a lot and crush your appetite and also crush your muscle mass, crush your sleep, recover. Your cortisol levels will go through the roof.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who are bodybuilders literally go through these. Recreational drug use for bodybuilders, pros, way higher than you think.
I've never used DMP.
I've never used it either, but I've coached people to use it.
Okay.
And I didn't want them to.
Yeah, but they asked. So. I mean,
That
sorry.
will burn a shit ton of calories, way more than everything we listed combined.
Really?
But you feel like garbage. This is how I described it. The people I was coaching, they said, Greg, it feels like you're always walking uphill and you're sweating the entire time and you have a miserable life. Always walking uphill, no energy, not wanting to train, always sweating, feeling disgusting.
So
They
the
said
reason-
more you eat, the worse you feel.
The reason I would choose T3 over Clen is because personally I can't stand the side effects of Clen.
Do you do too many? I would start.
No,
What
no.
was your dose? I
No,
would start at 10
10
milligrams.
what? MCGs.
Micrograms.
Okay, no, I'd start at 50. I'd start.
I would go up to 50 over a month.
No.
I would start at
40.
10, 50.
I'd start at
It would
40
be
or
like
50.
2 drops. I've coached people. Take 1 drop to start, 2 drops. They do the full drop per. 4 clients, full drop per.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my god.
So
So they're wired for 2 days.
This is an interesting debate because technically, the only way Clen really works is when you're actually feeling those horrible side effects.
2 drops, babe. I get it.
So if you're
wait,
so
2 drops,
if
10
you're-
micrograms.
But do you get the heart palpitations?
Not how probably. I always was safe on it. I always believe the lowest dose that makes you happy, the lowest dose you can feel. And so my advice, remember, this is just.
We're not telling you to
telling
do
you what to do.
anything.
This is pure. What's the word? This is
Just discussion.
hypocritical. No, hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
So in a game world,
Yeah.
I would take 10 micrograms. Then once I didn't really feel it, I'd go up to 15. Then 20. Then 25. I only added 5 micrograms whenever I didn't feel it. And I would only do it for 6 weeks max as I approached the competition.
But apparently, you are supposed to feel like to get the full effects of Clenbuterol.
You want to shake.
You
I
want
would
to
say
shake.
You're shaking your
You want to. You want to. No. You
I'd
want
like
to shake.
stimulate, not annihilate.
You want to shake, and you want to get the heart palpitations and feel like garbage, and that's when you're getting the full fat burning effect.
And so that brings up this question: would you believe more in like 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or do you ramp up the dose slowly as you get closer to the show?
So I do 2 days on, 2 days off for 12 days
Yeah.
at 1 dose, and then I would increase a little bit.
And so do you feel sick when you're taking that 50? Like you didn't like it
I didn't like it.
because you're taking a lot. Your body wouldn't have been used to it. You took a lot.
Shaking, a little bit anxiety.
Yeah,
but
anxiety.
it's when I got to
Couldn't
this.
sleep,
The sleep was the worst.
Did you do 2 a day doses, like orally, or do you take it all at once in the morning?
All-
Or split it up?
Okay, so I did something very different, and I don't know how people are going to feel about that. So, Clen gave me insomnia anyway. So I needed Zopiclone to sleep, or Benadryl. And Benadryl refreshes the receptors.
Sure.
So you get a better effect. So what I would do, I would take my Clen,
And then go sleep.
shoot up Benadryl,
Yeah.
and go right to sleep, and then let Clen do its
Work,
thing
its
while I'm
magic
sleeping.
while you got to sleep. And one of my worst problems dieting was my inability to sleep, my insomnia.
Horrible.
I call it trendsomnia. But listen, even when it was natural, I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up at 3 in the morning.
I think
couldn't
it's
sleep.
I think it's the very low carbs, stimulants, and a lot of cardio. I think that's what keeps you
I
up.
feel like I describe it like this. Let me know what you think. Your body is saying you're not allowed to sleep because you're going to die. Go out and hunt food. Go and kill a deer. Go eat a strawberry. Get your ass out of bed and move. And so when you die down, once you get like 6% body, you're getting lean.
Your body doesn't like
doesn't
that.
let you
Yeah.
sleep, and the cortisol's through the roof. You're stressed. You feel anxiety. And remember, this is 100% natural. When I took steroids, I could get leaner, but then I was relying on sleeping pills. That's the drug of choice for me. For a contest prep, you give me, if I had to pick Clen and T3 and every fat burner you can find, or one sleeping pill, I'm taking the sleeping pill. Because when you're sleeping, you're not eating.
Exactly. Yeah. And
If I can get a
Zopiclone
night
did
of
it for me.
sleep, Zopiclone can sleep me asleep for 4 hours. That's it. And I have narcolepsy. Add that to everything.
Yeah, Ali
sleep is a
Ali
mess.
always posts you sleeping all the time.
Oh, I have horrible sleep. I have modafinil prescription. I have amitriptyline as a prescription.
just-
I'm always in REM sleep.
Fall asleep.
If I fell asleep right now, I'd be having some crazy lucid dream. I'd be flying around the world, discovering different planets, and it's as if it's real as in the day. It's as real as this could be a dream, for all I know. We're just chatting. I'll wake up and be like, "Oh, chatting with Dura in Montreal."
That's
It's
hilarious.
the same to me. My narcolepsy is extreme level. I can feel pain in my sleep. It's wild. I have a neurologist that we go over this stuff. My sleep is crazy. He's like, "You're at a 1% case of the very rare."
Do you fall asleep when driving?
Yes.
Sometimes, but I'll pull over. Like that's why I have her driving all the time. But I can usually feel it 30 seconds, and it's
Okay.
not like in the movies where you just
So I thought it was in the movies where you're just kind of driving and it's like
no.
You know?
That's very rare for someone to have it that bad. I usually have 30 seconds when I go shit. So if I was at a bar drinking,
Yeah.
and I get this, they think this guy's high, drunk out of his mind. I'm just sleepy. Like they'll ready to throw me out. I can't stay awake. I'm like, I just can't.
In all fairness, I can't drive for more than an hour.
They'll get you sleepy?
No, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
And several times, you know those little side things on the
Oh
road?
yeah, I've done that. My fear of
Saved
driving
me
is
saved me
not-
at least 3 times.
My number one fear of how I would die would be driving.
Yeah.
Because I'm slapping my face silly, the windows
Yeah.
out, the thing, the
Nothing works.
music pounding. There's nothing
Nothing
happening.
works.
I was feeling, why don't you just stay awake? I'm like, what do you mean just
Yeah, exactly.
stay awake? I can't.
That's why my girlfriend also, if we're doing like, if we're driving to New York, I'm like, you know you're driving, right? We're not doing that.
Oh yeah, that would be Ali. She's driving everywhere. Imagine us driving to Montreal. Imagine we had to drive the McLaren home. There's no way we could do it.
Well, I would drive it.
You could do it. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
No.
There's no possible way. I'll be like, babe, I know I'm gonna get tired, so I'll start to drive. So 12 minutes later, I'm pulled over. Okay, you
On
finish.
my channel, I would say I would never let my girl drive my McLaren.
So it's the opposite.
Because
Ali would not have that.
Yeah.
He would not have that.
I'm very sorry, ladies, but I do not trust the woman driving these supercars.
I do not allow.
I do not allow.
She drives better than me, so it's probably safer.
Okay.
Way better.
No.
No, but way better. Well, with the sleeping problems, I mean, the chances of dying is my number one driving.
Yeah.
It's got to be. So.